having this day, this 50th anniversary, was really powerful. And we started it with a meal to honor the allies that came to help, because after Wounded Knee, there was over 400 people who were all going to jail. And so, the people were criminalized immediately. And so there was a group of young, 19, 20, 21-year-old law students that were like, I want to go there and help. And so it was really awesome because they showed up and they're elders now. And they were the Wounded Knee Legal Defense Offense Committee. And because of these young white folks who wanted to help, 400 people never went to jail. Nobody went to prison.
One of the super powerful things that did happen was the open mic sharing space. And this is where we get kind of geek out in terms of the incredibly important, we need this history now kind of emergency feeling. The fact that we had, Wounded Knee veterans that came in this incredible snowstorm, folks from Standing Rock who were deeply moved. And it's one of the things when we were all at Standing Rock really wanting to say, hey, do you know what happened in Standing Rock in 1974 when the International Eating Treaty Council was born? So it's just that chance where that wonderful opportunity to get folks in the same room having the conversation that you're often having in separate rooms, but you're like, if only this elder could talk to this young person who's saying, I wish this elder would share this with me. We made that happen. And so it allowed attendees to self-organize and really showed us the way, a direction that we need to go in as a collective and collaborative doing this work.
We hoped that it would evoke a lot of memories of people of Wounded Knee. So we set up interviewing rooms off the main exhibit hall. And we conducted 13 interviews on the day while this was all going on. So it was really hectic, but I remember speaking to one guy who said, I would never think that I'd have a story to share about Wounded Knee because I wasn't there. But seeing the stories of this woman, I realized what my grandparents told me, and actually I want to come forward and share their stories because it's important that they, get heard. And I think as oral historians, one of the things we struggle most with is getting people to realize that they do have a story to, everyone's always like, oh, I don't know, I don't have anything to say. And the sense of collective memory that was there in the room really just brought out so much. And the room just buzzed with, do you remember when she said this? Or you remember her joke that this? And it really brought there was just a sense of presence of these women, which was just really powerful.
Honoring the women, it's important to recognize that honoring is a very active term, and with honoring is storytelling and history sharing built into that. It's a critical part of it. We wanted to bring something into a space that showed people what the work is that we've been doing as the Warrior Women Project in a transparent way so people can be involved. They can see it as it's forming. They can add to and expand stories. They can give us feedback so that it has that capacity to, of course, we're not in any way bringing a completed story for people to consume. It was, here's the beginning of a conversation.